After menopause, your hormones don't vanish. They reorganize. Your body's still producing estrogen, progesterone, and cortisol, but not in the same rhythm. And some common foods are quietly wreaking havoc on this fragile balance. You feel tired, foggy, bloated, moody, and no one tells you why. The truth? It's not just aging, it's what you're eating. Today we're revealing 5 foods that silently disrupt female hormones after menopause, and why most doctors won't bring it up. Food number 1, refined sugar. The silent hormone saboteur. We all know sugar is bad, but here's what they don't say. Refined sugar spikes insulin, and insulin directly suppresses progesterone production. Why does that matter? Because after menopause, your progesterone is already low, and insulin resistance makes it worse. This leads to mood instability, hot flashes, anxiety, blood sugar crashes, belly fat buildup. Plus, excess sugar fuels cortisol, the stress hormone that competes with estrogen for balance. Even healthy-looking products like granola bars, flavored yogurt, or plant milks can have hormone-sabotaging levels of sugar. What to eat instead? Switch to low-glycemic fruits like berries, pair them with protein, and avoid low-fat versions that sneak sugar back in. Food number 2, vegetable oils. The omega imbalance trap. Canola, soybean, corn, sunflower. These oils are everywhere, and they're marketed as heart-healthy. But these industrial oils are rich in omega-6 fatty acids, and when consumed in excess, they fuel chronic inflammation, which disrupts the HPA axis, your body's central stress and hormone command center. Why it matters after menopause. Estrogen is naturally anti-inflammatory, but when it declines, your body becomes more vulnerable to inflammatory triggers, and these oils make it worse. Chronic low-grade inflammation can lead to brain fog, joint pain, thyroid dysfunction, irregular cortisol spikes, impaired estrogen, receptor sensitivity. What to eat instead? Switch to extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, grass-fed butter, or coconut oil in moderation. Reduce packaged foods cooked in seed oils. Food number 3, conventional dairy. The hormone imposter. Not all dairy is the enemy, but conventional dairy from hormone-treated cows can introduce synthetic estrogen-like compounds into your system. For women after menopause, already navigating low estrogen, this can confuse your endocrine system. Your receptors get mixed signals from xenoestrogens, estrogen mimics, which disrupt the body's natural hormonal feedback loop, increase estrogen dominance in fat tissues, affect breast, thyroid, and ovarian tissues, cause mood swings, bloating, and migraines, not to mention the IGF-1 growth hormone present in much commercial dairy, which may contribute to hormonal imbalances and increased inflammation. What to eat instead? If you tolerate dairy, choose organic, grass-fed, or goat's milk products. They're lower in hormone residue and easier to digest. Food number 4, alcohol. The sleep, mood, and estrogen disruptor. That nightly glass of wine, it's not as harmless as it seems. Alcohol interferes with your liver's ability to metabolize estrogen, causing it to build up or fluctuate unpredictably. Alcohol also disrupts melatonin, leading to insomnia, weakens the adrenal glands, causing cortisol surges, depletes B vitamins critical for mood balance, increases risk of estrogen-sensitive cancers in postmenopausal women. Even moderate alcohol intake can intensify hormonal symptoms, especially hot flashes, irritability, and brain fog. What to drink instead? Mocktails with electrolytes, herbal adaptogen teas, like ashwagandha or tulsi, and magnesium-rich tonics help regulate hormones while promoting calm. Food number 5, soy-based processed foods. The phytoestrogen puzzle. Soy is one of the most controversial foods for women after menopause. Why? Because it contains phytoestrogens, plant-based compounds that mimic estrogen. In whole food form, like tempeh or organic tofu, soy may be helpful for some women. But processed soy, in protein bars, shakes, fake meats, soy flour, is often genetically modified, stripped of nutrients, and overstimulates estrogen receptors, confusing your body's natural hormone signals. Symptoms that may be tied to excess processed soy: breast tenderness, irregular sleep, mood instability, thyroid slowdown, water retention. What to eat instead? Stick to fermented soy, miso, natto, tempeh in small amounts. Better yet, diversify your protein. Lentils, hemp seeds, quinoa, and wild-caught fish. Section 6. Why most doctors stay quiet about these foods. You might be wondering, why aren't more doctors talking about this? Because most medical training doesn't emphasize nutrition and hormone dynamics after menopause. Doctors are taught to focus on prescriptions, not prevention. They might treat the symptoms, fatigue, depression, insomnia, but rarely investigate the diet-hormone connection behind them. Meanwhile, the food industry promotes convenience foods loaded with seed oils, added sugars, and hormone residues. The result? A silent epidemic of women post-50 walking around hormonally out of sync, dismissed as just getting older. But you deserve better. Your symptoms aren't random. They're dictated. They're messages from your body, asking for nourishment, not noise. Section 7. What happens when you remove these 5 foods? When women cut these foods, even for 30 days, something remarkable happens. Bloating fades, sleep improves, hot flashes cool down, brain fog lifts, mood becomes more stable. Fatigue gives way to natural energy. Why? Because by removing inflammatory, hormone-disrupting foods, you allow your endocrine system to reset. Your liver detoxes better. Your adrenal glands calm down. Your estrogen receptors become more responsive. And that shift, though invisible at first, ripples outward into every part of your life. Section 8. A holistic hormone reset plan, simplified. No crash diets, no expensive products. Just these hardcore shifts to begin reversing hormone chaos. Eat whole, unprocessed foods. Focus on color, fiber, and protein. Balance. Blood sugar. Avoid skipping meals or eating sugar solo. Support your liver. Lemon water, cruciferous veggies, and herbs like dandelion or milk thistle. Cut seed oils and processed soy. Cook with anti-inflammatory fats like olive oil. Get quality sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours, wind down with magnesium, and no screens before bed. Bonus. Track your mood and symptoms. Notice how your body responds as you subtract and add. Section 9. Emotional and psychological hormone triggers. Hormones don't just respond to food. They respond to your thoughts, your stress, your boundaries, your self-worth. After menopause, cortisol becomes louder in your body. Every unresolved emotional pattern, from people-pleasing to chronic anxiety, starts to show up physically. You hold tension in your belly, in your jaw, in your hips. This emotional tension raises cortisol, which in turn disrupts progesterone, estrogen, and thyroid hormones. Healing your hormones also means saying no without guilt, resting without shame, reclaiming joy and softness after decades of holding everything together. Food is the entry point, but the whole woman must be nourished. Section 10. You're not broken. You're recalibrating. If you're watching this and feeling overwhelmed, hear this. You're not broken. You're not crazy. You're in a biological transition that most people don't fully understand. But you're not alone. Your body is smart. Your hormones are not working against you. They're simply adapting to a new phase of womanhood, one where clarity, wisdom, and power are rising. And the food you eat? It can either support that evolution or sabotage it. You get to choose. Final CTA. Call to action. If this video helped you understand your body more deeply, share it with another woman who deserves the truth. Subscribe for more insights on female hormones, anti-aging, emotional health, and science-backed healing. There's more to your story than menopause. Let's write the next chapter with clarity, power, and nourishment. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them. End.